Welcome to Mama Cat's Home. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a recipe for a keto, low carb drop biscuit. It can be used for Trim Healthy Mama, keto, or if you're just trying to live a lower carb lifestyle. We are not keto, we are not Trim Healthy Mama. We're just looking for some bread and other types of alternatives that don't have as many carbs, but we are not like strict on anything like that. So, this is a new thing for us. We're just trying this out. We've never even tried this before, but this is a drop biscuit. We'll see how it works out. So, what I have is some almond flour. You need 2.5 cups of that. And I have already failed in this video because I didn't get my measuring cups out. Got my measuring spoons, but not my cups. Give me a second. Now let's try to do this. Okay, so I'm just going to take them apart. They're held together by one of these. I'm going to take them apart. Hello, that sounds like a drum. So that I can do this a little easier. So I need 2.5 cups. So everything's making music. This is King Arthur. It's non-GMO flour. It's almond flour. I don't know if I said I needed almond flour, but that's what I need. And what you're supposed to do, here, I don't want to waste any of it. This stuff is rather expensive. So I'm going to try to do it a little strange. I know that's not perfect, but I'm not perfect. So there's... Okay, there's 2. Then I'm going to grab the 1/2 cup measure and do it. Okay, these are some expensive biscuits. That's just all I got to say. I do have another recipe that calls for coconut flour, but I don't have one of the ingredients that you need for that, so I'm not making that. And we don't eat biscuits very often anyway, but I wanted to do, we're supposed to have breakfast for dinner tonight. So I wanted to do something that was just something a little bit different. So I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and I use the kind with no aluminum. That's just me. You can do whatever you want, but I don't like the aluminum. So 2 teaspoons of this. So let me grab my teaspoon measure. 1, 2. Alright, and then you need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And I have it in a big thing, so I just stuck it in there. Just so I wouldn't have to worry about that. And what you're supposed to do now is whisk this together. But I'm not going to waste another dish. I'm going to have to use my pastry blender anyway, so I'm just going to do it with it. Because there's no sense in wasting another dish. So you just blend this together pretty good. There are 2 ingredients that I do not have the exact thing for. So we don't know if this is going to work out exactly right or not. 1, I don't have salted butter. I only have regular butter. And 2, I do not have coconut milk. I have coconut almond milk. But I think that's still going to be okay either way. The coconut almond milk has no sugar added. It is this Califia Farms carrageenan free, and really good for you. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and it's low carb. It's got 1 carb in a cup. We're only going to use 2 tablespoons, or 3 tablespoons, so like almost like nothing. So I'm going to leave that in there. Now I need to have 3 tablespoons. It's supposed to be salted butter, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to use the unsalted butter. But I'm going to go ahead and just cut that off and chop it up a little bit. And you need cold butter, because this is like if you're making scones or something, the colder the better. Whenever you're making a pastry or something like that. So I normally freeze mine, but I didn't do that this time. So I'm just going to put that in there and then just blend that together until you just use your pastry cutter, or you can use a fork until it's like fully cut into the flour, till all the butter is mixed completely up with the flour, which does not take long at all. And I may put just a pinch of salt in this, just because I'm not using salted butter. I may. I don't know. I think I will. That much. That's all I'm putting in there. I don't even know if you saw that, but it was just like a pinch. So I'm going to cut this in real quick and tell you about the next part. Okay, the next thing you need is 2 whole eggs. And I know these are eggs from my girls. They're from my chickens, but I'm still going to crack them in another bowl because I know they're good. I know they're fresh. I know there's nothing wrong with that. But the reason why I crack them in another bowl is in case I get a shell in, because you can do that. It's easy. Two whole eggs, large eggs as well. Well, it doesn't actually say large, but normally with baking it's large. Okay, and now we need 3 tablespoons of the coconut milk. But like I said, I only have coconut almond, so we're gonna wing it and go with it. Okay, something I probably should have mentioned is I do have my oven preheated at 350. I don't have the measurements for like Australia and the UK and all that stuff. I don't have the differences. I can't think of what it's called. But the conversion, I don't have that. But I do have a link down below with the conversions in it for standard American 350 degrees Fahrenheit and the other, like the gas number and the things like that, the Celsius and all. So you just mix this up real quick, but I do have it preheated. I do have a pan ready with parchment paper. Those 2 things I should have said in the beginning, but I failed. I'm just going to mix this up while I'm talking to you. I'm trying to not make up too much noise with this glass bowl, but the only reason I would think that you would not want to try this is if you're allergic to almonds or something that's in it. Otherwise, I don't know of any reason why somebody would not try this recipe. I know it's not going to be like, I mean, I'm a Southern girl. I love my Southern fluffy biscuits. I know it's not going to be like that. I know it's not going to be, you know, what I'm used to, but it's an alternative. So that's mixed up that quick. You saw how fast you mix it up. Sorry that was loud. I'm gonna grab my pan. Let me see if you guys can see the pan. Yes, you can see it. Okay, so after it's mixed up, you drop them 2 tablespoons of dough onto the baking sheet 2 inches apart. And you bake for 11 to 15 minutes or until the tops start to brown. And then you serve it. You can store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator for 4 to 5 days and they'll still be good. I'm not real good with the 2 tablespoon things. We're going to hope that that's right. I could have used my actual tablespoon measure. But if it's a little bit bigger biscuit, nobody in this house cares. Let me see. They smell good. But there's no sugar in this recipe. There's no white flour. I think it may be gluten-free, but I'm not sure. Let me make sure. Let me look. Does it say it's gluten-free? Okay, so this is how the biscuits turned out. They don't look like, you know, regular biscuits, but they're fine. I don't know how they taste. We're going to have a guinea pig come taste it. He's over there tasting something else. Come taste this. Here, I'm going to take him over there to him. Here, guinea pig. Let's fix you up a plate.
Why am I got to be a guinea pig?
Because we're going to see if you like it. What you think about those biscuits? Now, they're not regular biscuits. What do you think about that?
Pretty good.
It's pretty good? Okay. So, Now the guinea pig has tried the biscuits. So, that is all I have for you today. I will have the recipe linked down below. This is not my recipe. I got it offline, but I will have it linked down below. I want to thank you guys for watching, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.